Hey, good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Tonight, I got my buddy back with me, Steve Holder, who's running for Congress in Tennessee for the first district. And the last time we talked, Steve had just basically started his campaign to run for congressman down there. And Steve's here to join us again to give us an update on the progress of his campaign and the status. Steve is running for independent, for those that don't know, and he's going against the establishment and the moneymaker Republican Party down in that area, and he's going through an uphill battle, and we're there for Steve. We want to be a outlet for Steve, whether we're in Tennessee or not. Every candidate needs their voice heard, whether they have big pockets to spend for their campaign or not. We want to be a voice for everybody that wants to serve the community. What's up, Steve?
Hey, man, good to have you. Good to be back again. Thank you for having me back, bro.
Great. Okay, so I saw that you posted the article. The local newspaper finally gave you some press. How did that come about?
Well, I've been raising a whole lot of hell on Facebook and on Twitter, and I've been calling out my two opponents on everything, and I've been kind of a nuisance to the local media. I've been sending them messages and posting about them on Facebook. I've just had to raise a little hell to get some attention. But now I've been interviewed on some TV stations and done a interview today at the local newspaper, the Johnson City Press. And so things are starting to pick up, and people at least know who I am now.
That's great. I know you said that the incumbent, the Republican candidate with the deep pockets, she was endorsed by the president today, so she kind of used that as her whole card. Has she tried to debate you, or she doesn't feel as though you're a threat?
No, she doesn't think I'm worthy. She keeps saying she didn't even bait the Republican people. And, there was about 20 people trying to get the Republican nomination. She wouldn't even debate them. So she just does not debate, period. She just depends on her connections and her money. And that's working well for her, And she says she doesn't want to debate with the Democrat candidate because she says some things to disparage the police. Okay, and I get her issue with Blair, but that has nothing to do with me. So she's just got that blanket excuse, and she's not going to budge from that. She's not going to budge.
So she's got the deep pockets. How long has she been down there wielding her power?
I think she grew up in this area. She has a pharmacy in Kingsport, Tennessee, where she owns, she and her husband. And I don't remember if I mentioned it to you before or not, but her husband went to prison for 4 years.
Yeah.
Because they were buying some illegal drugs from China cheaply and selling them to their patients at their drugstore as American drugs. And, she became a millionaire and he went to prison. So, does that sound shady to you? I don't know.
So she's basically been wielding her power, influence within the district and her money. And so she got endorsed by the president. And, that's a whole nother world game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, being endorsed by the president.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, a lot of my audience, I don't know if the president audience that may be watching understand that you are running, and I always think this is interesting. You're running a poor people's campaign.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel as though when you're running as an independent, it's a two-party system. You don't have a chance to win. What made you realize that I want to run on an independent campaign and not have any alliance to either party?
Well, I don't really fit in with either party. I'm mostly liberal. The only things that I would fit in with the Republican Party on are I am against abortion, and also I'm pro Second Amendment, which, I realize that some Democrats are pro-Second Amendment, but most aren't. And that keeps me out of their party. And I don't fit in the Republican Party because on everything else, I'm liberal.
Do you think that with when you like aligning yourself with a party or not aligning yourself with a party, I think sometimes people will feel as though you have to be so rigid on the values and the principles. I think they like, even if it's a person that's a Democrat, it's Democrats that may be against abortion as well. It doesn't mean that, you know. So it's kind of tricky that you have to do it like that. So
Yeah,
the poor people's campaign.
exactly. I've spent less than $100, and I
That's
may
amazing.
spend that much more. I don't know, maybe not.
You
So,
spent less than $100 on your
yeah,
campaign.
yeah.
Wow. So, do you think that you were able to use social media better than your two those two people?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Definitely better than Diana because that's not really her world. Blair Walsingham, she's got a lot of media attention. I got a lot of websites. She has a podcast, which she told me I could come on and be a guest if I would just join her team. Wasn't that nice of her?
Well, she said in order to come on her podcast, you'd have to be aligning yourself with her politics.
Yeah, she'll let me join her team and I can be a guest on her podcast. She threw that out there to me like I was supposed to jump on that. And I just can't see me doing that. You know?
And this is also the same person that is let's say running from the debate.
This is the one that says she wants to debate, but she will only debate the Republican. She won't debate me unless she gets to debate Diana Harshbarger, the millionaire.
Wow. Wow. She's running. She wants to debate the Republican on the big pockets, but
Yeah,
doesn't want to debate you. I guess she may feel as though you're speaking from a different advantage. I guess.
yeah. She said on one of her Zoom meetings the other night, she was considering debating with an empty chair. I'm serious. She said she might do that to get her points across, but she won't debate me. Interesting, huh?
Mm. So, is she from the county as well? Your area?
She is from my district, not the same county, but it's
Okay.
the same district. And she has a farm, her and her husband and 4 kids. I don't see how she finds time to do politics, to be honest with you, but she must be a go-getter.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Now,
how was the local newspaper? How were they very were they kind to you? Did they feel like, you know, it was you were interested? You were interested that you were going to throw your hat in the ring at this thing?
when I went for the interview at the newspaper, there was 3 gentlemen that interviewed me at the same time in a big conference room at the conference table. And it kind of felt more like an inquisition that it did an interview, you know. And I don't know what that's going to look like when it hits a paper. I'll be glad to send you a copy of it when it comes out.
Yeah.
It might make another show all by itself.
Definitely. Well, you seem like they were probably trying to press you like an inquisition, right?
I
Instead
think,
of,
yeah. Yeah.
so how is the local town picking up? Are they picking up, like, understanding why you're running, and everybody that's known you all your life there, and you've seen the town change so much, and
Yeah, it seems to be like I'm another person now. You know, I don't get treated the same. I guess a lot of them don't know how to take me now. You know, I mean, I've always been the laid back, shy guy, and I basically am. I'm very low key, or I was, you know, until I got into this. And people aren't used to me being so out there. They're not used to seeing me on TV or in the newspapers, you know, and they wonder, who is this dude? Yeah.
what about the social media? I know you've been taking advantage of Facebook and Twitter. One of the good things is that if you use it correctly, as we've seen, it got one man all the way to the White House because he knew how to use Twitter to the best of his advantage.
Yeah.
Um, how do you feel like it's been helping you, the social media?
Well, that's my main way of getting out there, especially since the COVID-19 pandemic hit. A lot of people were told to stay indoors and still are being told that. So that kind of helped me because I don't want to be out there amongst the people anyway, being the shy introvert that I am. I would rather do it on social media.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that kind of leveled the playing field a little bit. They couldn't get out and do their campaigns, so they were forced to come to the internet largely. So that I believe that has helped me more than it's hurt me.
Did you ever think about asking them for like a debate in like a town hall setting where it's like virtual? You
I'm
ever?
trying. I'm still trying, but so far no luck. It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Mm. So the campaign managers, the Republican. She's not debating anybody. She feels as
Right.
though nobody has to debate her. And the Democrat,
Yeah.
she keeps saying that she wants to debate you, and then they're not wanting to debate. I mean, that's got to be kind of hard. You got time, like yo,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's take care of it. I think that's remarkable. And so we're like less than almost a little over 30 days away from the big day.
Won't be long. Won't be long.
So how's the mail-in balance down there? Are they going to be difficult, or it seems like it's going to be easy?
I think it's going to be difficult. There's a lot of people, not only around the country, but here also, who have their doubts about the election being handled fairly and legally. And I'm kind of skeptical about that too. And Donald Trump has been, hampering with the United States Postal Service. He's got one of his billionaire friends running the Postal Service now. So
Hmm.
who knows how it's going to work out? I don't think anybody really has a lot of confidence in the system right now, and that's
It's
understandable.
yeah, it's a very interesting times that you would think in 2020 we wouldn't have so many obstacles with voting, whether it's the actual machine or with this mail-in ballot. But hopefully everything works out well, and there is no corruption. And I'm quite sure a lot of the people that isn't winning is going to play foul play
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's going to be interesting the next four
yeah.
months, I guess.
I think it's
So
going to be really interesting after November the 4th also. I'm really fearful, as a lot of people are, that there's going to, no matter who wins as president, the other side's going to be really, really angry and not really going to accept things as they should be accepted. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It doesn't
yeah,
look well, especially with the thing that happened yesterday with the killer of Breonna Taylor not even get charged for her murder. You know,
yeah. I know we had
that's obviously
discussed
got
that
a lot of
before.
people pissed off some more, and I don't see that getting better. Do you?
It's one thing, Steve. It's like I don't know if it's the national spotlight or what. It's like these cases are very interesting. I know that we have a major problem, and like you said in your campaign, we've had a major problem for so long, and it's like nobody wants to address it. It's
Right.
more of we're going to address it. Just make sure you vote, and then what happens when it happens again after the election? Because I remember when President Obama was in, that was like the Republicans' big thing. Oh, we're going to attack the President Obama with the voting issue, and now President Trump the voting issue. And at the end of the day, what has really changed
Yeah. Good
for
question.
the citizens in this country? One of the things that I find interesting, I just think that the Poor People's Campaign. I can't get enough of you doing that. I A lot of people see that in certain places throughout the country, the people with the money are running these counties, these sheriff's departments. So that's where the lack of accountability comes in at, even on the court level.
Mhm.
So it would be great for you or you to get in there, and you'd really be bucking the system. Has it ever been an independent candidate won in Tennessee?
No, no. As a matter of fact,
Wow.
for the past 100 and some years, it's always been a Republican. You know,
Wow.
so it's always been a white guy. It's, so one of us three are going to make history this time.
Oh,
Only one of us.
so it's always been a white guy that has done it. So whether she's a Republican white woman, a Democrat white woman, or an independent white man, somebody's going to make history in Tennessee.
Somebody's making history. Yeah.
Wow, wow, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Steve?
Well, I don't remember if my website had been hacked the last time I talked to you or not, but I got a new website. It's steveholder2020.com.
Okay.
Because the last time I think I had the old one, but somehow or another it got shut down.
The Russians got to it.
Yeah. And
SteveHolder2020.com.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was great talking to you. Glad you could join us for a couple minutes, Steve. And we'll keep in touch. Send me. I got the one article. Send me the other article when you get a chance.
Okay.
And definitely we'll keep in touch. And we'll be watching, and hopefully some things happen down in that first district. I keep thinking the second district because I remember reading something about the girl who's running for the second district. I remember her story.
I'm not involved with that one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I remember reading something about the girl who's running for the second district, but you're in the first district. But Steve, like I said, you're always welcome to come on the show, and we're here as your voice, and email me that campaign information so
I'll do that.
we could start some good trouble.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, take it easy, Steve. Have a good one.
Thank you, brother. Good talking to you again.
All right.